TOS Television, your digital first Pan-African news network. I am Abigail Okwade, and this is Africa Now. In an effort to speed up the vaccination campaign against COVID-19 in Ivory Coast on Monday, mobile clinics were sent to markets and other busy areas in its capital city, Abidjan. Ivorian health authorities are now aiming to inoculate 1 million people in Abidjan over the next 10 days after administering fewer than 800,000 doses since vaccinations began in March. The West African country has received about 1 million doses of the AstraZeneca, Pfizer and Sinopharm vaccines to date, and the government says it expects to take delivery of 1.2 million more doses by mid-July. To Tigray, Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed says he wants to foster a period of silence in Tigray after TPLF seized control of the regional capital, Mekelle. Last week, Monday, Mekelle fell to the Tigray People's Liberation Front, and Abiy's government declared a unilateral ceasefire after battling the TPLF since late last year that has been accused of attacking military bases in Tigray. Abiy Ahmed said the country could raise more troops if needed, but said he wanted a period of calm for everyone to think after months of fighting that has left thousands dead. Democratic Republic of Congo's parliament on Monday lifted former Prime Minister Matata Ponyo Mapun's immunity as the Senate leadership announced it had authorized a criminal investigation into allegations he misappropriated $140 million. Last month, Congo's public prosecutor accused Matata of ordering payments to people without valid claims to government compensation under a law meant to reimburse foreign business people that had their property seized in the 1970s. Matata, who served as a prime minister from 2012 to 2016, has not commented about the accusations. Egypt has voiced its displeasure on the filling of the controversial Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam after it received an official notice from Ethiopia. The huge dam on Ethiopia's Blue Nile, when completed, is said to be Africa's largest hydroelectric project and is the source of an almost decade-long diplomatic standoff between Ethiopia and downstream nations Egypt and Sudan. The Ethiopian Irrigation Ministry, in a statement late on Monday, says the move was a violation of international laws and norms that regulate projects built on the shared basins of international rivers. And in Algeria, marking the 59th year since the end of the colonial rule, President Abdelmadjid Tebboune on Monday ordered the release of 18 youth Iraq protesters from jail. The president suggested that more releases will come. He and other officials have for months reiterated that the North African nation's pro-democracy movement has been infiltrated by groups or individuals seeking to harm Algeria. This is your digital first Pan-African news network, TOS Television. You are watching Africa Now. We move to business after the break. So stay tuned. Welcome back. In business, Ghana is set to be the first African country to issue green and social bonds of up to $2 billion by November, selling its debt to fund development programs. According to Ghanaian Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta in an interview, the West African economy, which is planning to borrow up to $5 billion on international markets this year, would use the proceeds from these sustainable bonds to refinance debts used for social and environmental projects and pay for educational or health. To Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, has pledged to increase better and timely development finance interventions to further support startups and small and medium enterprises to grow the country's economy. Emefiele made the pledge while delivering the 51st convocation lecture of the University of Lagos on Monday. Highlighting the critical role of vibrant and growing SMEs to the growth of the economy and the creation of jobs for Nigerian youth, he urged that special consideration needed to be given to strengthening of physical and ICT infrastructure to enable SMEs perform more efficiently and become globally competitive. Governors of the southern states of Nigeria have rejected a 30% oil revenue profit share proposed by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company (NNPC) and other major sections of the Petroleum Industry Bill. The National Assembly last week allowed for the passage of the Petroleum Industry Bill decades after it was first presented to the Parliament for consideration. In a communique, the forum says it agrees that the company be vested in the Federal Ministry of Finance since all the tiers of government have stakes in that vehicle. It also rejects the ownership structure of the proposed Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPC. Botswana's energy regulator has granted a generation license for its first large-scale solar project of 100 megawatts to an independent power producer in the country. Botswana's 600 megawatts national energy demand is met by state-owned 212 billion tons of coal reserves primarily from South Africa and Mozambique. The project will be implemented in 2 phases, with the construction of the first phase of 50 megawatts likely to start in the next 6 months. And away from business, nearly 150 beachgoers were hospitalized after swimming in seawater in Tenes, northwestern Algeria on Sunday, suspected to have been polluted by a ship carrying livestock that had arrived recently at Tenes port. Local officials said the people suffered nausea, fever, and redness of the eye. An official statement says an Environment Ministry team has taken air and water samples from the port at Tenes, beaches, and other locations. And that is Africa Now. For more updates, to visit our website at www.TOSTVnetwork.com. Follow us and like our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube to stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS Television Network. I am Abigail Ukwade. Thanks for watching.